Merkel vows Germany will do everything humanly possible to fight climate change.
Here's a summary of the article.
German Chancellor vowed Tuesday that her nation would do everything humanly possible to curb the impacts of climate change. Global warming is real. It is threatening, Merkel said in the pre-recorded New Year's Eve speech. We have to do everything humanly possible to overcome this challenge for humanity. This is still possible. Merkel has been a vocal proponent of efforts to tackle climate change, even as the Trump administration rolls back domestic regulations and pulled out of the Paris Climate Accords. Advertisement. At 65, I am at an age at which I personally will no longer experience all the consequences of climate change that will occur if politicians do not act. It will be our children and grandchildren who have to live with the consequences of what we do or don't do today, said Merkel. That is why I'm using all my strength to ensure that Germany makes its contribution, ecologically, economically, socially, to getting climate change under control. The 20s can be good years. Let's surprise ourselves once again with what we can do. Changes for the better are possible if we openly and decisively engage in new things.
This post received a score of 7,786, with an upvote ratio of 94%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Close your coal mines if you're really serious.
The Hambach coal mine specifically.
That sure is saying a lot without saying anything at all. So far the Chancellor has asked common citizens to change their lifestyle LMAO. What are her actual policies?
The latest is a carbon tax that will be introduced in 2021 apparently. But it's certainly far away from everything humanly possible.
I would like to know what we could and couldn't do in 10 years. I like to imagine we could switch over our entire energy infrastructure to renewables plus nuclear in 10 years. I don't think we could move all vehicles over to electric in that time. We could at least make a dent though. Imagine massive subsidies to car manufacturers to allow them to output the same volume of vehicles in electric, while also putting a ban on sales of new internal combustion vehicles. Elon Musk suggested that it would take 25 years to replace all of the old cars if you did this. The work ahead is massive.
Isn't Ireland going to do something like that?
Yep, but it'll be a lot easier for Ireland as it's a smaller geographic area with only 6.5 million people.
Like for everything, anything, that has already been established in other developed countries, fiber internet, universal health care, electric vehicles, etc. Once other countries adopt the same, it is divide and conquer, since they will all take care of their own implementation. The United States is 9,833,000 square kilometers while Europe is 10,180,000 square kilometers. The population of the European Union alone is 512 million. Also excuse this comment, it is 5 a.m. here, and I haven't slept, and I am wired on coffee.
The U.S. has more than enough money to convert the entire energy infrastructure to electric in under a decade. That should be enough to cover installing grid-level solar, wind battery for almost the entire country. Add in some tax incentives to get the middle class to start using electric vehicles, converting public transportation to electric, and you'd simultaneously drop your carbon footprint by a ton and ensure that you are no longer dependent on any foreign energy. Or do the stupid thing we're doing now, which is rolling back regulations for light bulbs because your president says they look bad under LEDs.
Talk is cheap.
Words are wind.
Complicated airflow.
Komplikationsbehaftet Luftzugschwankungen.
A good start would have been phasing out coal before nuclear. Instead, they raised once again electricity prices for consumers. Seriously, people who praise Germany for her energy policies often don't know how much it is based on making consumers pay, while industries get rebates. CEG here.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.